Folks, this is Lee Gettess with the Market Sense for the week of August 7th, 2012. As always, the charts I use come from the Trade Navigator software. And the first chart is a weekly bond market chart, and they're kind of looking like they might be making a little distribution pattern up here. Nice spike up here in which they've gone back up and taken out, but then closed back below. And now it looks like they want to test the lows of this congestion area. Support here is 148.20. That's the blue line right there, and they've kind of gone through it and then closed back at it. Not sure. They could just recover it and go right back up again. I think the next level up here is around the 151 area at the middle moving average, and there's certainly nothing to stop them from going back up to 152.20 up in this area. But I think if they aren't able to revert back above 148.20 again, I think they're going to test the 147 area, which coincides to this swing low. I want to say that's 146.28 if I remember correctly. So somewhere in that area is the next support if they go down. And if they should break below the middle Keltner channel and that swing low, that would be a fair amount of weakness. At this point, they're still doing all of this sideways well above the old highs going back into 2011. So there's still a possibility of this resolving itself to the upside. They sure got a little active once they got through all that European central bank and Fed stuff last week, didn't they? And that's exactly what we've had happen in stocks too. They were going down all last week until they got through all the central bank crap. And then they decided they liked the employment report and ran up and closed at the high of the week. And so far this week, they're showing some continuation. So last Friday was not a one-day wonder. They've run into resistance, or are running into resistance. This blue line here is right at the 1403 area. That could indeed hold them down. However, support is about 1383, and they haven't even been to test that yet. So even if they do turn back down, if they hold 1383, there's still a chance for them to move all the way back up here. We've got old highs above 1410 from back in April, and the upper Keltner is around 1425. Anywhere in that area would be reasonable support, and if they go up there and then stall, it would make this entire pattern starting last April look like one gigantic distribution pattern. That could lead to a really nasty sell-off in the next couple months. But that's if. They may not do that. They could just blow out to new highs, and they may turn back down here and play around some. If they can't hold 1383, I think the next support here at the green line is about 1366. Wouldn't expect to see more weakness than that this week and get them down below 1350, although, you know, anything's possible as we saw last week. But the biggest thing to look for here is as they've turned back up here, if they fail to make new highs, or even if they make new highs and then turn down from there, you have to look at 4 months worth plus of distribution pattern, and that could lead to a really nasty sell-off. We'd be back down in this area you can see on the far left of the chart and possibly even taking that out. So that's what we're looking at today. Hope you can find something profitable to get yourself into this week. Thanks for looking in to see what we think.